Hello, my name is Billy Patty. I work in the Mount Holly Township Public Schools in New Jersey, and we have 3 schools, 5 buildings altogether. We have a couple support buildings and K through 8 districts, a lot of older buildings, so constant challenge to try to keep the work orders flowing and to manage all of the digital work orders that we have flying around. OperationsHERO just makes it a breeze. So before OperationsHERO, we were using a competitor software that was very cumbersome and not that user-friendly, and our day-to-day work order management was kind of difficult and time-consuming. We had to use half a dozen or sometimes even a dozen drop-down menus, and you had to wade through all kinds of different tabs, and the complexity would be nice, I assume, for somebody who needed that. But for us who just wanted to sort of quickly create a work order and get it out to the technician, it was eating up a lot of our time. And the day-to-day work order management was really eating into our schedule. And that's what really fueled our search for a more streamlined and quick approach to be able to, again, just sort of take some data, throw it in a system, pop out a work order, get the work order to the tech, and get the problem solved. So OperationsHERO has really helped to sort of reduce the time required to sit at the computer and do data entry and try to jump through 100 hoops just to spit out a simple work order. There was a point when we were doing things the old way, OperationsHERO, where we kind of realized that we really did need a new solution. And that specific moment was when I realized I was spending so much time pie charts and spreadsheets, and I was using all the data in this competitor software, and I was just spending hours in data analysis instead of just getting the work orders out to the technicians and just getting the work done and using my time more efficiently and in other areas that could benefit the district better. So as we began the search for a replacement for the competitor software, and we started looking at different digital work order management systems, we reached out to various competitors and we field tested some of the different softwares. We realized pretty quick that OperationsHERO had the quick, streamlined, just bing, bang, boom, just get it done. And that's exactly what we were looking for. To be honest, happy as could be, and the software has performed amazingly. Not to jinx myself, but we haven't had a single issue with the software since. So we just love it. One of the great things, Hero, is it allows users to submit photos when they submit their work orders. And that's something that really used to not so much keep me awake at night, but it was a constant thorn in our side. Somebody would do a written work order that X, Y, and Z happened, and one of the techs would show up, and there was no trace of X, Y, or Z. So being able to take a photo and almost submit quote-unquote evidence of the issue has just been such a boon and has really helped our department. Again, sort of kind of up its professional game. You can go in, you can see what the problem was, you can address the problem, affect the repair, and be out of there and let the education process continue. So it's definitely helped to minimize the intrusion into the classroom and help us to really see what the problem is and handle it. The change has been very noticeable. Like many places, we have some older gentlemen who you can't even get them to check their email once a day. So it's so simple to just print out a work order. It's literally like a one-click action. I can print it out, I can hand it to the guy, throw it in his mailbox. He's up and running. He's not standing around waiting while I'm trying to go through all these different tabs and menus just to print a simple work order. And the other guys are great because the work orders come right to their phones. So they can be out in the field already knee deep in something. And as soon as I'm popping these work orders into OperationsHERO, they get notified. So it's great. So much more streamlined and more efficient transfer from the raw data that we get in to actually processing it, getting it out to the guys, and getting the repairs affected. So it's been a big change. And I spend far less time sitting in a computer trying to do data entry tasks. So it's really freed up my schedule and allowed me to focus on things in my department that are far more important than digital work order management. For my colleagues, I would say if you're thinking about switching to Operations Hero, but you've always done it a certain way, Operations Hero is going to get you in and out of the process much faster. It's so efficient. You can just quickly input the work order, assign it to somebody, print it if you need to, or digitally assign it, and boom, you're done. Very quick and very efficient, and it allows you to focus on things that are more important to you, whatever those may be. And we wear many, many hats in these departments, and there's almost always something on fire or almost on fire. So being able to spend less time doing work order management and focusing time on other tasks or areas is just priceless. And to me, that's well worth making the switch. And I'm very happy I did.